Hey there, beautiful people. It is me here, Dion, and I hope you're all fine. Welcome to the Divine. In today's video, we're going to have a look at your life 1 year from now. So it doesn't matter when you're watching this, where are you headed? Where will you be in 1 year from now? Is there anything that's different from your life? Well, hopefully, because we don't want to stay in the same spot for too long. If this is the first pick a card reading that you're watching, I'm going to explain to you how it works. I just want you to choose one of these four stacks of cards intuitively. Don't even think about it too much. You can choose based on the crystal, but you can also choose based on which pile you think has a message for you. And in the event that it does not align with your life at all, you can still change it up later. I'm going to introduce them to you. This is pile 1, Chalcedony. This is pile 2, clear quartz. This is pile 3, Sodalite. And this is pile 4, the white opal. I'm going to link the timestamps in the pinned comment. Also, my Instagram is going to be there. With that being said, I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, someone donated to me. What was their name? I'm going to have to look it up. No, someone donated to me. You know who you are. I forgot your name, but thank you so much. I'm going to put the name on the screen. Thank you so much. Your donation meant so much to me. I was really happy when I saw it. Okay, now we're going to get started with the first pile. Hey there, if you chose the first group, Chalcedony, then let's have a look at where you'll be in 1 year from now. Doesn't matter what date it is, this will be timeless. Okay, I'm really excited to see what's in store for you. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I'm getting like a really big family message that you'll be in a happy family, or that like any family conflicts that you've had during the course of this upcoming year are going to be resolved, and as a result, let's say the air is cleared up and there's no more misunderstandings. Everyone's getting along really well, everyone in your family, because I can see that over the course of next year there's still some heat in the air. There's still some tension, okay, for whatever reason in your family. But within exactly 1 year from now, I do see all of these conflicts being resolved, and I do see a very happy family life. However, I do have to say that there's something within you that just doesn't sit right with you. Like there's something wrong with you internally that you're not letting other people know about. And this could be a lack of passion. This could be due to the fact that you feel like you don't have as much passion for things anymore. Or I'm also getting that you might feel really worn out, that you feel really maybe even bored after having, you know, the same routine for days or weeks. You end up being really, really dissatisfied with the way that your life is. I am seeing you wanting to make a change, because that where we have the 3 of Swords, which would be the little, you know, internal struggle that you're dealing with. We also have the Ace of Wands, which is a new inspiration, a new surge of creativity that is coming towards you. Exactly 1 year from now, I see you having a huge creative boost, because at this time it's gonna feel like everything's so mundane and not much is going on in your life. So you're having this huge creative boost, and I'm thinking you might be looking to start a new habit, or to pick up on some habit that's helped you succeed in the past, or that's helped you bring a lot more fun into your life. So I think at that time you are doing something you love, or you're picking up something you've loved doing in the past, and there's so much more passion and creativity coming in. Okay, because I can see that those last few weeks, or that last month before the 1 year mark, there's this sense of boredom and mundaneness, feeling of things are so mundane and not much is going on, and you wanting to make a change. Because you're not entirely happy with your life 1 year from now, and that's why you're making this change, which is really important. Let's get you some more cards in. This is, I asked about the kind of personality that you will have and the kind of actions that you might take. So we did get the Liberator that says, Hold on. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So even when there's people trying to convince you to do something that you don't want to do, I am thinking that you are setting yourself free from those beliefs or from other people's views as well. Because people are trying to pressure you into some sort of direction, or this could even be happening as of right now. I'm just saying that in 1 year from now, you feel completely liberated and free because you're doing what you want and not doing what other people expect from you. I'm seeing that in 1 year from now, you'll feel extremely liberated because you're going after what you want to do, and it's even bringing you great success and prosperity. I do have a prosperity card that's coming up very soon, but I am seeing that you're finally doing the things you want to do and you're doing things you love. And when your days are getting more mundane, you're looking to bring some more fun in because there's something you're doing that's going to deliberately bring more fun into your life. Then we've also got a mother card. The mother is someone that's very nurturing, patient, gives unconditional love to people, and it also says joy in giving birth to life. Now, what I'm about to say doesn't have to resonate with every single one of you, but I am seeing that with this family card that we have here, and then the mother card, there's a high probability that you could become a mother, or this might also be about your mother. That there's something really exciting going on. Let me just bring the rest of the cards in. We've got prosperity, healing. And then I've also got 2 tea leaves for you. We've got an exciting event and spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So you're going to be free from hatred. You're going to be free from negative thought patterns and belief systems that still have an effect on you. And you only have love to give. Even when there's someone who's trying to put you down with their negative opinions, they just don't get to you because you just don't let those views get to you. It doesn't offend you. I'm getting that things don't offend you anymore. In a year from now, you're having patience for or with something. I'm really thinking that you're planning something big, and this time there's something big that you're planning. I think this is regarding family. If it's not you that's looking to have a child, then this could be someone else in your family, or someone else that's really, really close to you. But I'm getting that the message that there's a message of someone becoming a mother or becoming a parent. What I do want to say is that people are going to come to you when they feel upset about something because you're just so nurturing. I'm getting that there's a lot of people that are going to want to talk to you. There's a lot of people who feel comfortable around you and that put trust in you, because that's just the way you are. That's just the way you present yourself. That's the way you treat other people, because you're treating others with kindness. And that functions like a magnet. You just draw more and more people to you. A lot of people just find you fascinating, and people are going to trust you really easily. That's another message that I have for you. It's going to be really easy for people to trust you. I don't know how you're doing that, but something about you just seems so comfortable and comforting to others. There's so much love that you're giving to friends, especially. I'm thinking you're currently on your healing journey, and in a year from now, I think whatever you've healed from has helped you grow tremendously. And at that time, at that point, you're going to teach others how to heal themselves. You're going to show others how to become their best self, because at this point, I'm thinking you're really confident. You're going after what you want. So there's a lot of people coming to you, asking you how they can achieve what you've done and what they can do in order to become the best version of themselves. I'm almost thinking that you're some sort of mentor to other people. And you give excellent advice to them because you've just gone through so much. You can help others out really, really well. We've got prosperity. So money is definitely not something you need to worry about. Whatever you're doing in 1 year from now is going to bring great prosperity to you. And I'm also thinking that you work almost like a money magnet. You draw money in from several strings. I'm thinking that there's not just one source of income that you will be having in a year from now. There are multiple sources, multiple streams of income that you feed off of, that you can really benefit from. So you might have like a main job, and then there's a few side streams of incomes that I'm seeing. But the point is, you're extremely satisfied and you can buy pretty much whatever you want. But of course, some of you guys could end up being really rich and wealthy in a year from now. But that's going to be up to you and how much work you put into things. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so I may prosper from the universal divine. There's so much money coming in a year from now that I'm seeing. Also, yeah, there's a really exciting event taking place, I would say, exactly this date in a year from now, plus minus a few days maybe. There's something really exciting, like a really exciting day. Maybe like a celebration or a get-together or a milestone that is reached, something along those lines. Now, as I've already pointed out, we've got the torch, which is all about awareness and understanding. I'm just thinking you're a lot more woke than you used to be. You're seeing things for what they truly are, because I'm getting another message regarding love, that you're someone who would always give people the benefit of the doubt, and you would be wearing those rose-colored glasses, not seeing the red flags when they were so obvious. But I'm thinking within all aspects of your life, you're gonna see things for what they really are. You're not going to believe lies anymore. You allow yourself to have patience. I'm just thinking now you're free from any hurt. You're free from any drama. You're free from any pain that you used to experience in the past. You're gonna be completely healed in a year from now. And that also makes you a more cautious person. So to put things in a perspective, where do I see you in 1 year? Well, I see that you're someone that's extremely liberated, that is free from any strings, free from any attachments. You can do what you want. You no longer are looking to please others, because the only person that you want to please is yourself. There are multiple sources of incomes that you are having at this point, and you've healed completely. There are no more regrets, there's no more pain that you're dealing with still. But besides really liking your life, there's an aspect of your life that's being neglected. You do feel like there's something that you would love to do that you're not doing, and that's exactly what you will be going after. One of your true passions, wherever your soul is calling you, or whatever your soul is calling you to do, that's what you will be doing. Now, that was your reading. I really hope that it did resonate. Thank you so much for staying here with me up until this point. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also follow my Instagram if you want. I'm gonna link it down below. And I'll see you guys really soon. Goodbye and take care. Hey there, Group 2 Clear Quartz. Welcome to your reading. Let's have a look what's going on in your life 1 year from now. It doesn't matter when you're watching this. Just add 1 year to the current date. Alright, we've got the Five of Cups, the Fool, and the Magician. That's interesting. So what I'm seeing for you is that there's something that you're having a really hard time with letting go, but you know that it's necessary to let go in order for you to move on with your life. Because you will be receiving a little push into the right direction of where you're meant to go. I am thinking a lot of you guys are quitting something and starting something new in a year from now that you know is aligned with your life purpose, because a lot of you could be doing something currently that's not really meant for you, or that you know you don't see a future doing, if that makes sense. So I do see that you're constantly contemplating whether what you're doing is right, and you're never really sure whether you're following your soul's calling or if this is really what you're meant to do, and you're constantly asking yourself if what you're doing is right. So let's bring in some more cards. We have the Student and the Scribe. I'd say you're starting something that you don't know a lot about. The Fool doesn't really know where he's headed. There's a vague image that he's got inside his head, but overall he's really innocent and doesn't know what he's doing a lot of the times. And the Magician is the one that's trying to manifest his dream life. He can pretty much do whatever he wants to do. So the message I have, there's a lot of things that you could end up doing. You can do pretty much whatever you want to do. Make a decision. Or you might have to choose between different things to study, or different careers to take, but you have free will and you're going to have to make this decision, and you're going to follow your soul's calling. You're going to pretty much do what you're meant to do. It doesn't matter how old you are, but in a year from now, you're going to feel the need to go after something you're really passionate about. Even if the odds are stacked against you, you're going to want to do something that you're meant to do. And I do think a lot of you guys are discovering your life purpose. You might even be discovering it as of now, but it becomes even more evident, it becomes even clearer in a year from now, what you're meant to do and where you're headed. So it does seem pretty scary to you at first. There's this sense of being intimidated by something that is so big and you know so little about it, or you're still so new in the business, if that makes sense. But don't let that intimidate you. Constantly take notes of how things work. I'm thinking you're the scribe here. You're the person that's taking notes mentally of how things work around there. So whatever's going on, you learn as you do it. You learn as you progress, and you're a really fast learner. Like, you pick up on how things work pretty easily, and then you can apply these skills that you've learned to your own life. Student, there's something that you're still learning. I'm guessing you either don't have the qualifications or you don't know everything regarding what you want to do. And that's okay, because in a year from now, you will be learning about it. You'll be learning more. You'll be, as I said, since you've discovered what you're meant to do, there's a lot that you need to learn still, since you're kind of the fool, which is nothing bad. It just means that you're a little inexperienced and that you're eager for knowledge. There's a thirst for adventure. There's you wanting to learn more. And let me tell you, you're studying because you want to. This is not really something that you have to do, but you're doing it because it's going to get you further, and this is going to allow you to become more abundant in your life. Because let me tell you that where you're headed, this is pretty much a guaranteed success. Success that's true belongs to me, success with honor and integrity. And we've also got creativity. By all above and all below, let creativity flow. I'm thinking what you're doing is something that's really creative. This is something that's quite original, And I'm thinking there's not a lot of resource material regarding what you want to do, so you kind of have to learn, you kind of have to teach yourself a lot of stuff too. And this is not something black and white. This is not something where there's one way of how things are done. This is not something where there's a right and there's a wrong, because I'm really thinking this is something with a spectrum. This is something that can be, what you're doing is something that one person may agree with and may like, and another may not. Now, I have another card regarding success. The Mountain Road. You're on the road to success, which means you're on the right path. You're doing what you're meant to do. So that reminds you to live in the moment. Enjoy moments, enjoy time as it progresses. Don't say things like, I'll be happy when I've accomplished it. No, be happy now. Even when you haven't accomplished things just yet, you can still be happy about your progress and you can still live life. And there's no need for procrastination. There's no need to delay your own happiness, right? Then we've got the Cane, pay attention to your health. There is another subplot here. There's a side message that I have for you, because a lot of you guys are struggling with some sort of unhealthy attachment or an addiction in a year from now. It's not that bad, but it could easily get out of control. It could easily spin out of control if you let it slip by. Because there's something that you're getting into. I don't know if it's alcohol, if it's drugs, if it's a different type of addiction. But there's something that's slowly feeding off of you and you don't even realize it. So I really advise you, especially in a year from now, to have a look at what you're doing to your body, because there's something that's not as healthy that you're doing. In a year from now is going to be the time where you have to assess, where you have to cut some things out of your life that are not healthy for you. It would be really wise to have a look at these things. So yeah, those are the messages I have for you. You're extremely creative. I keep on seeing the number 33. I just had a look at what time it is, and it was 3:33 as I'm recording this. Now I'm seeing another 33 on the card, so I'm guessing the number 3 is going to have a really important significance in your life at that time. You are learning by doing, you're learning from your experience and from your mistakes, because you're on the journey and you'll be in the middle of getting to where you want to be. And you're doing that with a lot of thirst for knowledge. You want to learn more. You want to learn how the pros do it, if that makes sense. There's a lot of role models that you have who have been successful with what you want to do or what you want to attract. And you're looking up to them and you're learning from them. Also, there's something really unique about you that no one else can replicate. There's a creative aspect about you and your work that no one else has the way you do. Only you can do this. That's what makes you unique, and that's something to consider when thinking about how can I stand up from the crowd. So yeah, those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for listening up until this point. It means a lot. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and also follow my Instagram. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe. I wish you all the best. Hey there, group number 3, Sodalite. If you chose this stone, then let's get to your reading. And let's have a look at where you will be in 1 year from now, from this point. So I'm very excited to be giving this reading to you. We've got the World, the Strength card, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. There's something about the world in a global sense coming through. Something here is international. So either you're going to travel the world, you're all over internationally, or you could be selling products internationally. There's something here that maybe that ships throughout the entire world, over the entire world, or you're doing something from which everyone can profit no matter where they're located. That's what I'm thinking. But you're definitely, with what you do, you definitely reach worldwide, let's say worldwide audiences or worldwide customers, worldwide recognition, okay? Something about that is coming through. And you're going to be really powerful. It's gonna be a rather busy time, I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot of tasks that you have to fulfill. There's a lot of jobs that you need to get done, but it's all for the better. And let me tell you that what you're doing is definitely what you love to do. This is also what you're meant to do. You just feel very much aligned with your life purpose in a year from now. And something about this whole situation requires you to be extremely strong. I'm getting you need to be really tough, and you can, how do I explain this to you? When there's a lot of competitors, right, that are doing the same thing, you can't let them diminish you, because whatever you're doing pretty much is a very competitive field, and there's going to be a lot of competitors that you're dealing with. Everyone's constantly trying to prove themselves and who's the best, who's doing the best job. And in order to be successful, you need to have something unique about you. You need to have a unique concept. And I'm also getting that you need to be extremely confident, and you need to be extremely competitive. In order to be really successful with this, you're going to have to dedicate a lot of time to it. But I'm getting that whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, this is something that you are still working on that's not quite finished yet. Like, you're not at the point that you want to be at. You're not at your goal just yet in a year, and you keep on working on these things. But if you want to succeed, you're going to have to dedicate a lot more time to this, because I can see you struggling a little, maybe even struggling in terms of blending your private life and your work life together. I think you're starting to kind of merge these two together a little, if that makes sense. So your private life and your work life as well, so that two become one, and that you pretty much live for what you do. I'm also really getting a strong feeling that you guys are going to be somewhere, almost like traveling to the opposite side of the world, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen exactly in 1 year, but you're definitely planning on doing that. Like, you want to go somewhere really, really far is what I'm getting. Like, definitely a different continent for sure, at least. Okay, let's get you some more cards. We've got the Saboteur and the Messiah. The Saboteur highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it will bring to your life. Messiah, serving humanity with humility. What I'm honestly thinking is that you're getting pretty much whatever you want. Let me just tell you that you can succeed without bringing other people down. Because the Saboteur, I see this also as someone who is constantly trying to get into other people's business, or maybe trying to make others look bad so that they have all the limelight to themselves. But honestly, that is not what you need to do. Also, this could be talking about yourself, you being a little scared to come out of your shell, you being a little scared to be your full authentic self, you sabotaging your own thoughts, you not seeing your own worth. Something here is being sabotaged. So is it you that's sabotaging other people into getting what you want, or is it you sabotaging yourself? Think about it. You could also not be seeing your own self-worth when you're clearly doing so much, you're so successful, and you still have doubts about yourself. You still don't think you're good enough. You need to drop those beliefs. That's a really big message I have for you. And I think in a year from now, you're definitely discovering what you're truly meant to do, or at least you feel like you're on a mission. At this point in a year, you're going to feel like you have a clear goal in mind. You're very well structured. At least the ideas that you have and the plans in life for your future are very well structured, and you know exactly what you want to do. The Messiah is convinced that he needs to do something and he cannot live without it. In a year from now, you know exactly what you're meant to do. You know exactly what you want to do and what your purpose is. The only challenge is to pull through, because when there's a lot of people trying to tell you that you can't, or for you, I mean, thinking it could be yourself. Maybe you don't fully believe that you can do it. There's a lot of doubts, but drop those beliefs, drop those negative beliefs, because they're not going to get you anywhere. Let me reassure you that you can do anything you want. As long as you're not hurting someone, you can do anything you want and you'll see success. I do have the card of confidence here. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. At that time, you're becoming more confident. I feel like you're really working on that confidence. You're working towards becoming someone that can work under a lot of pressure and also talk to pretty much anyone. I'm thinking that you are learning how to defend yourself and you're learning how to really convince others of your own opinion. So if you don't have that confidence yet in a year, then you're definitely still working on it. This is a work in progress. Then also we have our card of love. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. Let's say you are going to be around someone that you would consider a true love. Someone really pure, someone that you can talk to about pretty much anything, someone that you feel comfortable around. That's another message that I'm getting. And the love card itself is already a pretty big omen for there to be some kind of like love connection that's developing. So you're either around the person you love or you might be meeting them, okay, in about a year. So let's have a look at the tea leaves that I drew for you. We've got the ink pot, problems to be resolved. There's like an issue that you're dealing with that you're trying to really get resolved. I'm not thinking this is something legal, but this might be something about confronting your own inner demons, as I've said. This is something that you need to fix by changing up the way you view life. Then we've also got the cup, which says you should accept valid criticism. I do want to say that throughout this year, up until that 1 year mark from now, you're going to be developing so much more confidence, and it's going to lead to the point where you don't even want to listen to other people anymore, where you might even have a really big ego and you're like, no one can tell me anything. But this card is just confirming that not everyone has bad intentions, or when someone criticizes you, it's not always because they want to bring you down. Some people might actually have really important information to share with you, or when someone is telling you how to improve the quality of your work, you might as well want to at least consider that. Because I do think there's a lot of helpful people in your life that you're just not seeing because you're thinking they want to do you any wrong, but that's not the case. Because I'm really thinking there's some people who you can really learn from still. Although you know a lot, there's still people you can learn from, but you might just not be seeing it because you think you already know everything. You're already an expert. You can still learn something new from others. So this was your message. Thank you so much for staying here with me up until this point, and I hope it did resonate. If it did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also follow my Instagram. I would love that. And with that being said, take care and goodbye. Hey there, group number 4. If you chose the Opal stone, then let's have a look at what's going on in your life 1 year from now. Doesn't matter when you're watching this is timeless. We've got the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. All right. Don't get me wrong, don't switch off right away, but I would say you're rather dissatisfied with your life at that time, because I feel like something in your life has caused irreversible damage, and you feel as though a particular aspect of your life is about to end. I think you do find yourselves in a rather sticky situation here, because you might not realize it at that time, but one single word or one small action is gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And I'm just thinking the vessel is going to, you know what I mean? Something here is about to explode. But it's not as bad as I'm making it sound like. I'm just saying that there's likely some irreversible damage that you're gonna have to deal with that wasn't, like a situation that hasn't been dealt with before is now going to come to the surface. And you're likely to experience a spiritual awakening throughout this, throughout these moments, throughout this situation, throughout these times. I am thinking that you're having a lot of realizations about what you live for, about who you are as a person. You might be reinventing yourself at that point. There's just something that's laying really heavily on you that's encouraging you to make a change about the way you live your life. Like a certain situation, a certain event that takes place in exactly a year makes you question pretty much everything, makes you question your loyalties, your belief systems, makes you question the people close to you. Because as you can see, like, he's fighting with his demons. I do think that's what you're going through in about a year. But let me give you the good messages. We've got a rebel here and a teacher. The rebel challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Exactly, you're going to rethink pretty much everything. You're going to rethink your entire life, and there's a lot of changes that you're making to your life. This is probably the most difficult pile that I had to deal with today, but what I'm thinking is this: you're breaking free from some sort of commitment that was holding you back anyway. And now you feel really free and empowered, but at the same time a little dull and empty. And I think you do have a lot of rebellious qualities about you. I do think you're pretty confident at that time. You're often challenging people. You're the person who goes against the norm. You're the rebel. And you're encouraging others to do the same thing. Because whatever you're doing here at that time inspires a lot of other people, or you want to inspire other people with the kind of actions that you take, because you're doing something very differently than the rest of the society or the rest of the people close to you. And you want to convince other people that they should be doing the same thing. So essentially you're doing something really original here. You want to make a change and you want to convince other people of your ways of living. People could even be coming to you to learn something. We have a teacher card here. So maybe you don't have to convince anyone. Maybe people already believe it. Maybe people are already buying what you're selling, and then people might even be willingly coming to you to learn something, because we do have a teacher card right here, because you're the one who does things differently and then they want to learn from you. You might even have students, or you might even have, I don't know, people who learn from you, or people who wanna know more about you, about your story. And I'm also getting that there are a lot of adjustments that you're making regarding your home, regarding your way of living. You might be moving homes. You might be at least redecorating it, because I'm thinking that you're getting sick of the way you are currently living and you want to make a change to that. You could be moving into a different house, apartment, whatever. This is all for the better, because you're moving, because this new place that you're getting feels extremely safe. This feels like your sacred space, your own private space. Because as of now, I don't know, there's something about the way you're living that you're not completely satisfied with. Or even if it's just like not having the right decorations that you would want for your home, you're definitely extremely comfortable in the way you are living in a year from now, because you're making changes to the way you live. If you're not moving, then you're definitely like maybe buying some new furniture or like redecorating. That's what I'm really getting. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be really comfortable with how you're living and with what you have. and what you call home. Now, you're also an inspiration to a lot of people. Something that you've done inspires many other people. I'm thinking that you could even be writing about your own experiences, about what happened to you, or you could be sharing your stories with other people, and that's what inspires other people to want to learn from you. Maybe you have a social media account where you like to share your experiences, or you have a YouTube channel, or you have, I don't know, you write something for other people to read, but I'm thinking you're sharing your knowledge with a lot of people. Or maybe you are an actual teacher. Nonetheless, you're a big inspiration for a lot of people. I'm getting the number 9 with you guys. We've got 1939. So there's something about the number 9 here almost being done, because 10 is completion and satisfaction, and the 9, there's one little spark that's missing for you guys in order to really be happy. There's like one minor adjustment that needs to be made. Then we've got the handshake. Meeting with a stranger could be important, and the grasshopper situation and the balance that require careful handling. Yeah, exactly. That kind of resonates with what I've been saying at the beginning. There's a really delicate situation that you're dealing with. But what I find a lot more interesting is around this time next year, you're going to be meeting someone that ends up being extremely important for you. You're definitely meeting with someone that changes your life forever. This could be a true friend, a soulmate, or it could even be a lover, but I want to be really careful with what I'm saying. I would say this is a friendly basis. I'm not sure if it's a lover, but that's definitely some type of best friend, soulmate energy here, okay? And you're meeting this person for the first time. This is someone new, and I can't even give you too many details about the meeting. It could be initiated, but it could also be random. I guess it's going to be different for each and every single one of you. But around this time in a year, you're either going to be deliberately meeting someone that ends up being really important for the rest of your life, or you could be randomly coming across someone. Maybe this is like a fated meeting that you guys are having. And I'm gonna say it again, I don't even see it as a partner. I'm just thinking for some of you this could turn into a partnership, but it's definitely starting off as something friendly. Two people having a really close bond, sharing something really personal and getting along really, really well. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, it could also be a serendipitous kind of meeting. That's the ones I like the most. It was just fate. It was destiny that brought you guys together. But that's pretty much all I can say for you guys. I hope it did resonate. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also follow my Instagram. I'd love that. So comment down below which one you chose. Let me know your thoughts and stay safe, guys, and goodbye.